privacy first portfolio management layer for Starknet. It lets users create isolated execution identities, each with its own shielded balance, strategy, and privacy content. It is powered by the Stack 20 privacy pool. So the core idea was that your trading identity should not know about your DeFi identity, and your DeFi identity should not know about your long-term identity, and so on and so forth. So on Starknet today, every wallet is a single public identity. Every DeFi interaction, every trade, every token transfer is visible to anyone with block explorer. If you shield farm on one protocol and trade on another, an observer can link both activities to you. Your entire financial life is one public record. Veilfolio solves this. Now, veilfolio creates a separate on-chain identity, each acting as an isolated execution context, and typing them to or wiring them to Stack 20 zero knowledge privacy pool so funds can move between contexts without public lineage. Let me walk you through the products. I connect my Starknet wallets. As you can see, my wallet is connected right now. Well, so let me connect my ready wallet. So as you can see, it's interacting my ready, or formerly known as agent wallet. So once I connect, it's going to connect, right? So as you can see, my dashboard loads up. It pulls my stack balance directly from the chain using the ERC20 RPC calls. No indexer needed. It also fetches my on-chain transaction history via Starknet Get events. Everything is live and there's real data. So the dashboard shows my total balance. As you can see, 447 points these stacks, and it shows how many identities I have and their combined value. For now, it is zero combined stack value, and as you can see, I have 11 identities with 11 of them being active. So let me walk you through how I create these identities. So if I click on create new identity right here, so once I click on it right here now, so it's going to take me to 5 steps. These are the idea creation wizard works through 5 steps. The first is I choose the listing. So let's say trading, DeFi, or long term, or anything. So let me choose trading. So I click on next. Next, I name the identity. I give it a name and I call it. Let us say I give it a name. Let us say dark, or rather, I give it a name trading alphites, and you can give it a purpose if you want. I want to trade. So once I click on next, takes me to the third steps, telling me how it works. It's explaining the tree. It's explaining how the privacy works in 3 major steps. You understand? An on-chain identity is created and linked to your wallet. You can shield funds through that identity into the Stack 20 pool. Private transfers between identities and unlinkable. So I click on next, and I can see and I review everything. I confirm, and then I submit this. This is what is going to be being submitted to the on-chain transaction to the identity manager contract deployed on Starknet Sepolia for now. So once I click on create identity, it's going to interact with my wallet also. So as you can see, it's reviewing the transaction. Once I click on confirm, it loads up real quick, and my identity have been created. So once I go to the dashboard of that my identity, as you can see, it's still showing 11, but once I click on refresh, it brings in the on-chain data. As you can see, it brings in the on-chain, and now it is 12, and this is my 12th trading. As you can see, it created today, August 21st. So once I click on it, it loads up the dashboard. Now each identity card, as you can see, there's something I need to talk about. Each identity cards, right, shows the name, the purpose. It shows the name, right, its purpose, the type, the balance, the PNL, the creation date, every single thing. It shows it. So once let me click on the identity I created. I click on the identity I created. So as you can see, the overview, I can shield, private transfer, and unshield. So right now there's no activity because I just created an empty. And then the settings, right? The settings is where I can go to deactivate this identity. Let's say I don't want this identity to be active again. I just click on deactivate. As you can see, it's also interacts with my calls transaction. Calls the transaction, and then I confirm the transaction, and the transaction allocation is complete and it's processing, as you can see. So once I refresh the page real quick, once I refresh it, you can see inactive, right? It is inactive. So as you can see, if I go to setting, it shows this identity is currently inactive. So let me activate it right back real quick. Let me just activate it right back real quick, because I want to show you how it can be activated and deactivated in case you don't need any identity anymore. And anything on chain can be deleted, but it can be deactivated with veilfolio. So let me confirm the transaction once more. And processing also, as you can see. So once I refresh it, it should be back on active again. This is inactive. So once I refresh it real quick, once I refresh it, and it shows active. So back to the dashboard. So basically, veilfolio solves fundamental privacy problem on Starknet, that all DeFi activities from a single wallet is publicly linkable. It does this by creating isolated execution identities. Look at the identities here, different kinds of identities, right? Each backed by Stack20 privacy pool. So users can separate their trading, DeFi, yield, and long-term activity into unlinkable content. Now, it gives user a reason to care about privacy beyond speculation. It creates a real use case for Stack20. There's also portfolio management with financial privacy, as you can see here in the dashboard. There's a lot of portfolio management. You can see privacy operations, where if you want to shield, to transfer or unshield, everything is here. So and it does this require users to learn new wallets or tools. They connect agents or barrels and everything works. So veilfolio is the first portfolio layer. But veilfolio is the first portfolio layer built specifically around Stack20's privacy pool. It demonstrates shielding, private transfer, and anomalizer pattern in a real product context, not just a test script. So veilfolio is live at veilfolio.vercel.app. The contracts are on Sepolia for now. The architecture is designed to evolve. That means when Stack20 launches native private sub accounts, veilfolio layers upgrade without breaking the user experience. Thank you, and that's all.